So Sailor Moon, it's been a long time since she debuted. 1994 is when she hit airwaves and toy shelves here in America. Of course, she's been a pretty big fixture for a little bit in her home country of Japan. I've always been a fan of Sailor Moon. I always thought it was a great manga series. I always thought it was a great anime. Even the American version of it was pretty good. The original Japanese version, of course, is the best and has one of the greatest anime stories, in my opinion, that I've ever seen. So, of course, I bought up pretty much all the Sailor Moon merchandise I could find. And then Sailor Moon went away. She kind of went out of style, and while in Japan, she was still big thanks to stuff like the seasonal Sarah Muse, the musical Sailor Moon musicals that happened in Japan, as well as a live-action series that happened probably around 2002, 2003. Fast forward to today, and of course, we're at a great precedent for Sailor Moon as it's her 20th anniversary. So it only makes sense that we're now starting to get more and more Sailor Moon merchandise coming out, and there's a lot of great stuff coming out to add to your growing Sailor Moon collection as a collector. And one of those is a great release by Bandai Japan and Tamashii Nations for their SH Figuarts line, and that's none other than Sailor Moon. So it's no surprise that I'm a huge Sailor Moon fan, and I have been since 1994 when the show debuted here in the States on the Fox Kids Club as a possible Fox Kids Club pilot, and then moved to syndication, which made the show very hard to find because it jumped around all over the place at different hours of the day. But we managed to find it, watch it, and love it. And of course, the years that followed, we learned about the Japanese heritage of the show, the original language version of the show, the manga, and everything else that came associated with this great line. And of course, all the great collectibles you saw. So when I first heard that Tamashii Nations and Bandai Japan were bringing out an all-new SH Figuarts line based on this amazing classic manga and anime series created by Naoko Takeishi, I decided that's got to be something I own. And of course, lo and behold, the first figure to be released is none other than Usagi Tsukino's awesome alter ego, the one and only Sailor Moon. And I could not be happier that this figure has arrived stateside, because anyone that's played with SH Figuarts knows that these figures are simply spectacular. But the fact that we now have top-of-the-line Sailor Moon collectibles, awesome stuff. What do you say we take a look at the box real quick, and then we'll take a look at this little beauty out of her box? Yes, we will. Of course, the box itself is very well done. You've got a great picture of the figure in, nice little pose there. Of course, you've got the great window box that shows off the figure and a couple of accessories in there. And then, of course, on the tops, you've got, more pictures of the figure, the SH Figuarts logo on the sides, another great picture of the figure in a battle stance, another great picture of the figure right there. Check her out, she's pretty cool. In the bottom, you just got warning, so we don't need the bottom. The back, though, is where it all comes into play, because there's some really great images here. You get a good idea of what comes packed in with her, the amount of posability here. The fact that she comes with a little Luna figure is pretty darn cool. This whole set here, this whole box, is beautiful and is great for any figure collector that wants to display her either loose or in the box per se. But this little beauty's coming out of the box. She's not going to stay prisoned in her little cardboard enclosure. So let me get this open. We'll take a look at what is inside for this amazing toy. Out of the box, the level of detail that one has come to expect from an SH Figuarts release is amazing. I mean, she is simply stunning. A perfect recreation of the anime version of Naoko Takeichi's famous creation. And of course, with an SH Figuarts release comes amazing articulation. She has a ball-jointed head, great shoulder articulation, double-jointed elbows, a great range of movements on her wrists, a hidden joint at the upper body, the famous hip articulation here that not only pulls out, but's on a ball joint as well. oops. Well, that sucks. Okay, let's pop that back on there. There we go. Double jointed knees and ankles. She even has articulated hair, as both of her trademark long tresses here are on ball joints. It's really kind of cool. Usagi Tsukino's alter ego here is packaged with a ton of extras, as she comes with 2 different moonlight sticks, one with and one without the Silver Imperium crystal, which was a big item during the first season of the classic show. A right hand with a golden spinning disc on it, which represents her moon frisbee as part of her moon tiara magic attack. Several sets of hands, including the open ones she comes packaged with, a holding right hand and a slightly pointing left hand, a pair of closed fists, and the classic "I'll punish you" hands. As well as her guardian cat Luna, who has an articulated head here, and really one slight major issue, as she doesn't want to stand on her own at all. Ah well. And normally this set only comes with 3 extra interchangeable faces, a yelling face, and 2 serious faces, one with and without her tiara on. But since this is the first release, she's actually packaged with 2 extra faces, a winking and a crying face. Now, the only way to get these extra faces was by pre-ordering and being one of the lucky first release purchasers. The faces here can be switched easily by pulling out her bangs, and then popping out the face. The heads here then plug into the holes, and you replace the bangs. It's really an easy process. Her hands here pop out easily as well, sometimes a bit too easily. I found a few times where the right hand is popped off and rolled onto the floor, so be careful, as the pegs for the hands on the wrists here either seem to be really tight or really loose. Once the hand's removed, the new replacement hand is plugged onto the peg. In order for her to hold her moonlight stick here, you have to insert the right holding hand, and then the moonlight stick pops easily into her hand. Sailor Moon also comes packaged with a 3-piece display stand. The base here has her name on it, as well as some stars. And to put it together, you simply plug the arm into the base, and plug the articulated hand onto the end of the arm. The articulated hand on the arm opens, allowing you to sit Sailor Moon into it at the waist. The arms then close around her, holding the figure in place rather snugly. And of course, with the help of the base, the different hands, and the different faces, you can get Sailor Moon into some classic poses, such as these from her transformation from Usagi to Sailor Moon. Some of her classic attack poses, and even recreate one of her many scenes of crying out of fright, frustration, or sadness. This is the best Sailor Moon collectible ever produced. So there you go, guys. A look at the amazing SH Figuarts Sailor Moon figure from Tamashii Nations and Bandai Japan. Now, this figure is still widely available. You can go to BigBadToyStore.com and still pick up one of these amazing figures as of the recording of this video. Now, I wouldn't wait long because these do tend to sell out, and once they're gone, they become very hard to find, and the secondary market prices jump and skyrocket. And of course, in just a little under a month, we get our second Sailor Scout, none other than Sailor Mercury. And what's cool is they're releasing these in order as the Scouts appeared. So of course you have Sailor Moon, then Sailor Mercury, and then comes Sailor Mars, and then Sailor Jupiter, and then Sailor Venus, and then hopefully, cross your fingers, we get Tuxedo Mask, or as most people in Japan know him as Tuxedo Common. Hopefully we'll get the Outer Senshi, the Outer Sailor Scouts, in the form of Saturn, Pluto, and Jupiter. And then hopefully maybe we get some of the enemies as well. That'd be great. But very, very happy with this release of Sailor Moon. I mean, she is simply amazing and is a great, great addition to my Sailor Moon collection. So this is a little thing I picked up in the 90s. This is pretty nice, right? We kind of match a little bit. Is that creepy? It's creepy, isn't it? What do you expect from me at this point, people? Really? You expect anything other? No. So make sure if you want this, swing out and pick her up today. Now, I can't guarantee you'll get one of the first releases that come with the extra 2 heads, the extra 2 swappable heads that came with just those first releases. But if you don't, you still get an amazing figure for an amazing price with some amazing accessories that will be the highlight of any Sailor Moon collection or even any SH Figuarts collection. So take care, gang. I'm going to go find a spot for her on my shelf. And until next time, keep playing with your toys.